Hi, good day. My name is Philip. I'm a member of your HCI class, and this is my presentation for prototype. My last storyboard was about a gentleman named Denny that had three problems. He could get sick from his environment, he had low cash, and he needed better weather to improve his health. This is my climate control, which I showed you partially at the in the last which I showed you partially in the last storyboard. Now, our prototype is in portions. This is the air conditioning unit, climate control, which looks after weather and temperature. This is the Kana serum, and the Kana serum looks after the gentleman's environment by sanitation. And this here is your air intake. Finally, however, our more interactive, because you see you can put the Kana serum in there and we can figure out whether or not it's a good format for security or whatnot. Our last installment here is the interface for which Dennery will be using. Now, I added in the last storyboard that this was a prototype in one place, and the prototype is modular and it can be moved to different rooms. Our initial interface has a function menu, a numpad, a biometric, a settings display, and a profile status, and an admin display. And I'll expand on that more on my laptop. Now let's head to the other displays and let's see if this display format and prototype format, which we made modular, is good enough for Dennery to use and purchase. This is a prototype of Dennery's Photo IXL. The Photo IXL makes the design green and it allows the design to use clean energy, which we can scratch off Dennery's money list. He's getting cheap energy, which means he may have to change or exchange cells if they go bad, or probably a small maintenance fee per month, or every 3 months, quarterly, or whichever you put it. It's still in the early stages, as you can see, but we're all brilliant people at Costart. We'll figure it out. Hello everyone, this is a view inside. As you can see, it's looks like pretty much everywhere one's place. Light switches and lights, but the climate can be a bit botchy and you know how that is. And we're up to another function, settings, admin display. And what we would do in the focus group is we would look at this function display and its location in the room spatially, and we will get an idea of whether or not it's at all feasible even to do this. And I think most would say this is in a real comfortable spot because it's in the living area, right? And let's go on to the other one. Let's see why and why. And the modular design allows for more than one display, which makes it pretty convenient for Dennery. So you can be healthy anywhere, and there may be even different users. So hold on, let's go back to the main prototype. We're back here with our main prototype, and at this point what may happen is the design crew will go back, and theoretically we're all saying that this is a great design, they like what it's about. So let's see what's so interactive about this design. Hello, it's me Philip again. I just powered up the laptop. This program is called Just-in-Mind Prototyper, and what we have here now that our focus group has parallel assessed the device. There was probably about 20 of us in a real company, and after some parallel assessments for the max amount of ideas and the agreement on the interface, we've decided to make the interface a bit more live and put a little more fidelity into our design phase, where it becomes a little more conceivable that it's a computer prototype, where you can interact. But again, we're in the simple stages, so what we have here may be a bit simple, but it does help to visualize what we can come with, and the program is easy and cheap and free, so we can go through other functionality phases. Now, the interface allows us to interface with our device, and of course, we need everything on the device to be 2-spec, 2 metrics. Now, I'll just click the simulate here, and Just-in-Mind is simulating. Now, a wireframe puts the proximity and the spatial, and there isn't wallpaper yet for, say, contrast to highlight, but we have gotten the selection keys going in a drop menu format. Apart from this, we have a biometric scanner, which on the capacitive screen for the tab, as you know, would scan you, allowing for multiple users, where Dennery's entire family will be able to utilize the device and to properly enjoy their environment, which means the device itself is highly customizable, and customizability is good. Now, for each selection, we've got to figure out where everything goes. We can't have everything just popping up on the screen in one big box. If we were to do that, then clarity would go, and that would hinder the cognitive approach. And the time it takes for you to do that, your mind may change or you may forget. So to make things a bit straightforward and learnable, we have everything in separate boxes. We put the grid here, and we have separate boxes allowing for everything. And the idea is simple. When you put your finger, the administrative interface lights up, and you see a profile status as you're the one with your thumb finger. And the idea is simply to have certain levels of security, as there is a sanitizer involved, and too much of it may be harmful. But it's okay, you can make the settings, and the child you have can be able to only raise up the heat or lower the heat, even to a certain amount and either way. If we come here to the item screen, well, it says item, but we are in the early stages. This is climate control, and this is sanitation and temperature and device management. Yeah, and there it is there. When we air condition, you would notice that the air conditioning settings are far away from the main administrative and profile status. And for those of you into coding, into designing, you would realize that the administrative status will give you allow and security permissions to exactly what you can change. And we have device management, photo IXLs, air condition, intake unit for your Cano serum. And basically what we've achieved here is clarity of information, which is important in the heuristic. It's not jumbled, and everything, you know who's using the device. You can allow certain people to use the device, which means it becomes child friendly, which is a botch off everyone's back. And you have your keypad, your simple keypad to put in your code. So there you have it. Denry now has a climate control unit sterilizes its surroundings, is cheap because it has a Photo XL, and of course his climate is now a lot cooler. He doesn't have to fry to death or catch the cold or influenza when it comes around. Also, what's interactive is the materials used in this design allow it to be stripped down and put up easily and transported easily, which means for spatial you can check all around your surroundings and remove it and put it in with just a little tape as much as you like. And let's just look at that again. You scan your profile status, your administrative status. If you want to change something, then you can check the air conditioning and the settings come, which is all the kids may be allowed to do. And you know, you've got your button. And in the spirit of fast prototyping, you make it as simple as possible and you brainstorm in a big way. In real life, there may be about 20 of us, 5-man groups, looking to see how well we can get this design. My name is Philip, and this is my presentation that I hope you all liked and understood. See how my box bounces? Look at it. Look. Bounce. Alright, have a great day.